Siemi, Mbote, to all the Bantu family and the dispersed of Isolele in the eastern and western hemisphere. May the spirit of Kongo come upon you. In this video, I will be speaking about one womb, two worlds, flesh and spirit in Geta. Let's start our discussion by reading out of the book of Hebrew 11, chapter 3. Through faith, we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of Nzambe, so that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear. So, this verse tells us that Nzambe did not only create one world, but he created worlds. Okay, he created worlds. So, we have two worlds. There are two worlds. The one is, and the one is still to come. The world that is the world of sin. This is the world of Esau, the world of materialism, and the world of flesh. Now, the world that is to come, that's the world of righteousness, the world of Yakuba, the world of the Tula, and the world of spirit. Okay, so the world that is the world that is now is the world of sin. This is the world of Esau, the world of materialism, the world of flesh, and the world that is to come is the world of righteousness. This is the world of Yakuba, the world of the Tula and spirit. So on the other hand, we have the world that is, and the world that is to come is still awaits. Okay. Now each world has its own God, its own Elimo, which they serve. Each world has its own God. Now let's read out of the book of Genesis 25, verse 21 till 27, and then we will break it down. And Yiseka'yah entreated the Nzambe for his wife because she was barren. And that Nzambe was entreated of him, and Rebekah, his wife, conceived. And the children struggled together within her. So they were fighting in the womb. And she said, if it be so that I am blessed, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of Tatanzambe, and Tatanzambe said unto her, two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one shall be greater than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over like an hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Simba. Yakuba. Simba means to hold or to take hold of something or to hold something in your hand. So they call them the one who holds. Simba, the one who holds. So what we see here, we know the story already. So I won't spend a lot of time in breaking this down because most of you already know what this means. Okay, there were two worlds, two manner of people separated from Rebecca's womb. Okay, they came out of her. Two manner of people, two nations, two worlds came out of her. The one shall be greater than the other, eh? And the elder shall serve the younger. So there was already a prophecy given that Yakuba, Simba, will be greater than Esau, and that the elder shall serve the younger. All right. So and there's a mystery here. Okay, there's a mystery here. Why is Yakuba holding the heel of Esau? What's that all about? There's a mystery there that we will discuss later in this video. But let's read verse 27. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man, dwelling in tents. Wow. Wow. So there are two worlds coming out of Rebecca. Yeah? Two men of people, two nations, and their struggle began in the womb. When they came out, Esau came out first. Jacob, Simba, was holding the heel of Esau, and there's a mystery there. When the children grew, they showed their character. Okay, when they grew up, when they became adults, young adults, the character was visible. Okay, it became clear who they were. Esau became a man of the field, a hunter, a cunning man. Okay, let's break his character, the character of Esau. He focused on material pleasure. He disregards spiritual blessings for temporary satisfaction. Esau has no respect for the law of his father or the teachings of his father. He goes and marries strange women. Esau sells his spiritual things to gain material wealth. Esau sells spiritual things to gain material wealth, and he is a hunter, a man of the field. A hunter, he's a hunter. So he loves to hunt. He loves to hunt, and he's a man of the field. Okay, field also symbolized the open world. And Esau is also a cunning man. Wow. It's right there. It says Esau is a cunning man. What does that mean? Cunning. Cunning can be defined as having or showing skill in achieving one's end by deceit or evasion. So he's a cunning man, a man who has skill in achieving one's end by deceit or evasion. That is dodging and avoiding and hiding. That is his character. Now, note that the same characteristic of being a cunning person was given to the serpent in Genesis 3 verse 1, when it said, the serpent was more cunning than any beast of the field. The same field that Esau loved to hunt in was the habitation of the serpent, who reflects the same character as Esau, as being cunning, skillful in achieving one's end by deceit. Now, let's go to Jacob's character. Jacob, he is a lover and a believer in the covenant and promises of Tatanzambe to his fathers. Yeah, that Tatanzambe made with his fathers. So Jacob is a spiritual man. Jacob is a spiritual man, yeah, and he loves the covenant and the promises that Tatanzambe made with his fathers. Jacob was disciplined and followed the teachings of his parents. Therefore, he did not marry any Canaanite woman. He took the blessing of the firstborn by following the instruction of his mother and in the end disguising himself as Esau. And he was a plain man, according to the book. He was a plain man who lived in tents. He was a plain man who lives in tents. Why did he live in tents? Because Isaac and Abraham believed that they were on their way to the promised land. So he didn't build a fixed location to live. He didn't build stone housings to settle on that location, because so now and then they had to move to different areas, and they were looking forward to the city which foundations are laid by Tatanzambe himself. That's why he lived in tents, contrary to Esau, who built stone houses. Okay? Now, he was a plain man. What does that mean? Now, that word plain, tam or tama, means complete. It means perfect and also means undefiled. So, he was a perfect man and undefiled. It also shows one who lacks nothing in physical strength and beauty. That is what it means when it says he is a plain man. Actually, it's saying he is perfect, he is complete, he is undefiled. You see, now undefiled is a spiritual term. Okay, it's a spiritual term. It is the same is used to describe the purity of Noah when Tatanzambe said that he was righteous and pure and holy. Yeah, in Genesis 6 verse 8 and 9, but Noah found grace in the eyes of Nzambe. These are the generations of Noah. Noah was a just man and perfect in his generations. Okay? And Noah walked with Tatanzambe. You see? So Noah was perfect because it's the same word, tama, tam, which means to be perfect and undefiled. So Jacob, Yakuba here, he said that he was a plain man, meaning complete, perfect, and undefiled, one who lacks nothing in physical strength and beauty. So physically, he was complete. Spiritually, he was complete because he was undefiled. He was righteous in the eye of Tatanzambe, even as Noah was righteous in his generation and walked with Tatanzambe. Now, there are two worlds. One is now, one is, and the other is yet to come. Okay? Now, let's start with the world that is. The world that is the world of sin. And the world of sin is the world of Esau. That's the world that is. The world that is active now is the world of Esau. And Esau, Esau will rule the world until the end of this age. He will rule the world. He subjugated, now as we all know, he subjugated the whole world. And it will remain like that until the end of this age comes. When will the end of this age come? When will the end of this age come? Matthew 24 gives us a hint. In Matthew 24, in verse 14, and this gospel of the kingdom of Kongo, kingdom, shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, that we are the Banabetu, and then shall the end come. See, then shall the end of this world, this present world of sin, come, not sooner. Then shall the end of this world of sin arrive. Okay, so the first world is the world of sin, the world of Esau. He subjugated the whole world and he has control over the earth. Job 9 verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. There you have it. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Why has Tatanzambe given the world in the hands of the wicked? Because we are living in a fallen world. This world is fallen, is broken, and sin is ruling over the world. Okay? Whose world is this? This is the world of Esau. It is the world of Esau, the world of sin, the world of pleasure, material pleasure, the world that disregards spiritual blessing for temporary satisfaction, the world that shows no respect for the law of the fathers, the world of Esau, who is a cunning man, who shows skill in achieving one's end by deceit, to achieving his end by deceit and evasion, hiding himself, dodging, hiding the truth and hiding who he is, pretending to be someone who is not. So we actually have now the reversed prophecy. First, Yakuba pretended to be Esau. And now Esau is pretending to be Yakuba, the chosen ones. So it's reversed. It is in reverse now. So the first world is the world of sin. Now, like I said, each world has its own God. Now, who is the God of this world? Well, I'll know who the God is of this world. He was a murderer since the beginning, a liar since the beginning, and he's the father of all liars and murderers. Okay? Who enjoys hunting? Esau. Who lived by the war, conquered by the war, and enriched himself by war, and stole everything and robbed all nations, and especially Isolele? Esau. His God is the God of war. Okay? His God is the God of war, the God of mischief, the God of deceit, the God of lies, the God of murder. John 8, chapter 44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own nature, for he is a liar and the father of it. 2 Corinthians 4, verse 4. Now let's start at verse 3. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. Okay? To them that are lost, the gospel is hidden, in whom the God of this world had blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Kusua, who is the image of Tatanzambe, should shine unto them. So there is there is a God that rules this world. There you have it. There is a God that rules this world, and he has blinded those who believe not in the true gospel of Kusua Kongo, who believe not. They are blinded by the God of this world. Okay, the God of this world has blinded them. Ephesians 2 verse 2. Wherein in time past ye walked according to the course of this world. See, according to the course, who sets the course of this world? Esau. We are living in the world that Esau has subjugated and is under his control. So he directs the course of this world. Okay? According to the prince of the power of the air, the spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience. Which spirit is working in the world? It's the spirit of Satan, the spirit of lies, deceit, murder, uh, you know, all kind of carnal flesh, carnal evil, sin, and abominations. Who promotes all the breakings of the law? Esau. Who promotes all the abominations? Esau. Who is against holiness and against the chosen ones? Esau. This world is the world of Esau. And when the kingdom of Kongo is preached, the gospel of Kongo, the gospel of the kingdom is preached to all nations as a witness to them, the end of Esau's world will come. And the end of Esau's world is the beginning of the new world that follows, and that is the kingdom age. The age of the kingdom of Kongo, of Tatanzambe, the age of Kongo Diatotela that follows after Esau's world has been destroyed. Okay? Now, let's read out of the book of Ezra. I told you that there is a mystery in Yakuba Simba holding the heel of Esau. Okay? Second Ezra 6, verse 7 and 9. And I answered and said, what will be the dividing of the times? See, so there are times, okay, that Tanzania had ordered times and seasons, and he has divided them. And the season, the age which we are living now is the age of the world of Esau. So Ezra is asking a question about the times. It's the same question. Okay. We will come there. We will come there. And I answered and said, what will be the dividing of the times? Or when will be the end of the first age? Now, the first age is referring to the world, this present world, and the beginning of the age that follows. The age that follows is the new world that comes after that. After this world of Esau, the world of sin, has been destroyed, there will come a new earth, and that is the earth that the righteous will inherit. Okay? When the Bible tells you the righteous will inherit the earth, this is the earth and the new world that we will, as saints of the Tanzambe, that we will inherit. That is a powerful question that Ezra asked. He wants to know when the world of Esau will end and when the new world will begin that follows after. And Tatanzambe, he said to me, from Abraham to Isaac, because from him were born Yakuba and Esau. For Yakuba's hand held Esau's heel from the beginning. Now Esau, he will be the end of this age. So in the end of this age, Esau will be ruling the world, and this world will be destroyed, okay, with Esau on the top. Not China, not Japan, Esau on the top. And after this world has been destroyed, Esau has been judged, and Jacob will be the beginning of the world that follows. You see? So in the beginning, it was already prophesied by Jacob, Yakuba, holding the heel of Esau in the beginning, that Esau will be the end of this world, the end of this age, and that Yakuba will be the beginning of the age that follows. So he will be the beginning of the new world, the world of righteousness, the world of Yakuba, the world of the Tula, and the world of the Spirit. The book of Acts, chapter 1, verse 6. When they therefore were come together, these are the disciples, they came together, they asked of him, saying, Kosi, Lord, Kosi, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom of Isolele? Will you restore again the kingdom to Isolele? And he said to them, it is not for you to know the times or the season which the Father had put in his own authority. See? So there are times and seasons that Tatanzambe has ordered and put in his own authority. Now, and when the time is up, when will the time be completed? When this gospel of the kingdom of Kongo has been preached to all nations for their testimony, then the end will come. The end of this age, the end of the reign of Esau, and the beginning of the new age will start. And that is the new world, the kingdom. Kongo Diantotela will rule the world and the universe. Kuswa Kongo said in Revelation 2, verse 26, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end. Okay, his works are his faith, following the law, following the teachings of our fathers in Kuswa Kongo. To him will I give power, authority. That word power is authority. To him will I give authority over the nations. Okay? And he shall rule them, the nations, with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. You see the authority here, even the authority to break nations if they don't obey, if they don't follow the instruction of the kingdom of Kongo Diantotela. powerful authority will be given to those who keep the works of Kusua Kongo until the end. Mm, Powerful. So, Isolele, be blessed. Know that this world of Esau, the world of sin, will come to an end when the kingdom, the gospel of the kingdom of Congo has been preached and the remnant of Isolele have returned to Tatanzambe. The judgment will come upon this world and the new world will begin. The world of righteousness, the world of Yakuba, the world of Tula, and the world of the Spirit. And the kingdom of Tatanzambe, Congo Diatotela, will be established here on the earth. Remember, the time of restitution has begun. Let us return to Tatanzambe. Let us remember the law of Moses and our ancestors.